Yep. So, this is Diaspora series, chapter 26, part 3. The continuation of the love and betrayal. Hey, let's coach. How are you, man? I got you. I'm fine. Thank you. I was in the United States, 2001, summertime. You remember, I returned to the UK to pursue further studies, to pursue further education at a prestigious London university as an overseas student. Are you with me? I want you to follow me nicely because I'm gonna spill out some explosive revelations. My coming back in 2001, it was on the 4th of February. Now, I'm with the mother of my firstborn child. She was caught in between the foyer of things. She got into my life not knowing what she was going into. She's a student at Nkozi at the Uganda Matters University. Huh? 2001, we are at the airport. I am returning to study in the UK. It was a morning flight, Chennabagangi yesterday. But I slept at the airport in the Crested Crane restaurant. It was, wait, I tell you people, you haven't seen the drama. You don't even know the reason why I slept in the restaurant the whole night with her. Anyway, I boarded my flight that morning. It was a day flight. All the way back to London. I arrived in the evening on the 4th of February 2001. So during that time, I was in Uganda in 2000. Remember that year I had traveled the first time on the maiden voyage to Europe and returned back and carried on with my own businesses and everything. But now she had come into my life. Bettina has moved on. In fact, she had had a child. That's a long story there. But we're not talking about Bettina now. We're talking about somebody else. So she begins to be a confidant. You know, a confidant, a girlfriend. You call a confidant. Confidant. So she's there. She's just around you all the time. That is 2000. So she's beginning to see a lot. She had returned back to university, but she used to come every weekend. I used to go and see her. I became a fixture at the university. She's Yalava Kusente. I mean, I gave her really a touch of life. That is 2001. I'm in America. We were communicating back to back. Yes. Are you going or you finished? You're going?
So great.
Ah, all right. See you later. So, and I'm going on with my studies. You know, it was my first semester. And then I'm shortlisted for the American exchange program. American Department of Education exchange programs, Camp Counselors USA. It was a very sought after program, and I was one of the people in the UK who met the criteria. So, lucky enough, I am granted a visa. But back then, what you don't know, international students were sought after. Because first of all, we had money. Most of us used to be here. We were here on the premise that we were able to support our education here. We were paying 5 times more than the home. In fact, the home students were studying for free. University students, most of the home students, they were studying for free. It was us who were paying. So, around 2001, paying about $10,000 or whatever pounds was a hell of money. It was a hell, and on top of that, you're maintaining yourself, you're doing this, you're doing that. So it's a win-win for the country, for the UK. May the 30th, I leave. You will see all the pictures. I leave for the United States. American Airways. I will never forget that flight. Now we're a group of us, we all met up at the airport, Heathrow Terminal 3, and we were pretty much all drawn towards each other as a group of students representing the UK in the US. We were about 15 of us, because we were selected from different universities. So I was drawn towards one of the campers, the camp counselors, very beautiful English girl, and we had a very nice flight. But when we get to New York, we are checked into Columbia University Students Hall. But then the next morning, we all were going different directions. So we never got to see each other again. Me, I'm sent to Pennsylvania. That is Paradise Farm Camp. I'm there for the time duration. But don't worry, I'm going to give you the full story of summer camp, what it meant and what it was all about. It was not like what you would think it was. It was big. It was a learning process. I was in position to see so much, so soon. This is now my first, I've only been 6 months in the UK and I'm in the US. So I'm in the US, I arrive, I remember 1st of July. 1st of June, yeah, that's when I arrive. Because the night, 31st, I'm in New York. And then I take the Amtrak train to Pennsylvania, Penn Street Station. Then from there they pick me up and then they take me to the summer camp in the rural Westchester County. Dorchester, yeah, Westchester County. If you remember the 9/11, one of the planes fell in Westchester County. One of the planes, that is the area I was in. Very, very rural countryside. Kakati, I'm there for the summer. Campers come and then they have 2 weeks stay and then they learn a lot. We kind of cultural tradition. Yeah, I was more into traditional African exchange things. So many things. Kakati, I remember vividly getting a phone call. Because I used to call back and forth. I've always been the one to communicate. I always remember I had even businesses going on in Uganda, so everything, I'm hands-on. Kakati, I think it was July, August time, I think. So I'm checking on her. I will not give you the names. I would love to give you the names, but let's call her X. Let's use X. Now, one of her friends, we never gambye Dora, ngangamba, nti Patrick, okimanyi nti she's gone, she's pregnant. Nemugamba nti pregnant how? Pregnant from where? From America kati. We men tend to be, first of all, shocked by such news. And you would want to ask, because first of all, she was still studying. 2001, she was finishing, 98, 99, 2000. Yeah, she was in her final year. In her final year. Final year. So I get the news while I'm in the US. I get the news when she's almost close to what? To giving birth. Meaning that the secret was kept, or she kept it, or she knew if it was a tough one. Kambabulire. If things had been the other way around, kati nze abaali bamanyi. Kati ndi bya kusoma. How was I going to make so many decisions? Ezokugamba nti no kati kansetolinge. Tekyali practical, tekyali wo. Era kyo tunembeera honest nemugamba manti omanyi. You need money. You need money. Nga lwongamba Dora, era nzijukira when I was at Dora meka, it was a lot of money to take care of her. Ndi mu America nazoyeze na Western Union. So, that is how I get the news that I was going to be a father. 2001, and by October, Katoro nkomyewo UK. October, that's when she gives birth, while I'm away. Or in the UK, because I remember I left America in September, I returned back to the UK. There is a lot. If you read the American Beauty story, which I was introducing at some point, I had met this American Beauty. There's too much drama. Nali meetings omu America, medical yali yanjagala. Yarabbi Mungu. Nali njagadde abakazi naye ate kakati nga kigenda kirinnya. It was always like that. Encounters. Bo abakazi nga nina access ey'emikisa ati kati neneebuuza, because at some point I wanted to exchange my university from the UK to the US. But then I was so much committed into the course and I had really leveraged a lot. So that decision was imminent. But I'm going to stick it out. Now, my son is born in October. I'm in the UK. Or I'm communicating back to back and forth. I've always had this mentality, which as long as you're financially capable, you can take care of things. You have to be involved. I've never been the man who kind of sticks around. If it's business, it's business. If it is business, this. And this was more coming to me like, now you need to either return back to Uganda and settle down. Let me tell you, people, it wasn't easy. And between my education that I had committed myself for 3 years and returning back to Uganda, that decision wasn't possible. So in December, hello my friend, hello buddy. Yeah, good, good. Yeah, right, you're gonna work out. Okay, see you then. Now, I promise her that I'm going to return in December. In that December, I return to Uganda for Christmas. Nabagamba ekyaba summer, December 10th nkomawo Uganda. Kati yali amanyi nti nze nkomeddewo ddala. Naye ne mugamba nti honestly, me I have to return back to the UK to study. Ndi mu course, I'm in the middle of a very big course, education. So differences begin from there. Differences begin from there. Wakati abantu bambuuzanga Kegusi, omukazi oyo, omukazi amaze okusoma, omukazi lwaki tomwagala, omukazi mwagala, no. I never had anything to do with the strings tying me down. Okuva ku bya Bettina. Bettina yali ali good to go. Nembaga buli kimu family. It is me who pulled out, who just kind of got. Sibabulyanga lwaki when I broke up with Bettina. But Bettina, then she instantly got a man and got married. Campasa behavior. That's what I was telling you yesterday. The Mia is still up to today. My dad could 24 or he was getting married. He was really doing justice to himself, and he loved my mom. My mom was only 16. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean, people? So me, I'm in the UK. 2002, I've returned to continue my studies. And that very year, I would return to the US because I told her honestly, I'm not going to be around. I wasn't going to be around. So for the next, like, I would say foreseeable. So, but as the story goes, we are going to develop the full picture of what was going on. Chiraba, checha itigenda maso, musajja gwe. Ate biwanvu. But then, of course, she had left home, and I was taking care of her. I was responsible for her and the baby. Everything, she was sorted. Sente zaaliwo. This is 2002. I returned back to America. And the likelihood of me staying in America the possibilities were limitless. But I still had one more year of study at the university. Eyane nkomawo after summer camp. Awo naona waliwo gaps nyingi nnyo, ba girlfriend bayitirivu nnyo, kiraba bagondi ba Sharon Parker baani bonna ngenze Boston nanjifuludde wendi. You people, let me tell you, you have Kegus. Iwalina amaanyi. Hey. So, kyebayita collateral damage. Nti collateral damage woyise wonna abantu bamanya nti abaddewo wano halayo kubanga abalese bonna bavuya. Kiraba 2003, the same thing. 2004, maliriza okusoma. I planned to return to Uganda. 2004. Nga mpacking ebintu byange bulungi nnyo. I packed all my stuff, shipped everything, Emirates Air, laptops, what this. No. Yeah, laptop. I had a laptop and computers. I remember because I was going to set up an internet cafe. You see the pictures. Internet business, like a Forex, whatever, you know. And I returned back to Uganda. But then, by then, so much had changed. So much had changed. Kati ate kano ke namuleka nga ali mu ssente mpitirivu nnyo. Kakati mwe mugenda ne mugamba nti no sijui remittances, sijui muweereza obunamba, mukola ki, ffe twabikola dda. Ne tuzimbye n'abakazi amayumba. Namugamba nkuwadde ssente bwe ziti gula ettaka, n'agula ettaka esijui e Nabweru. Yes, Nabweru. Kazo, sijui Kazo. Azimbye ennyumba 22, 23, 24, 25 ku mukazi. Aguze emmotoka, ali yekka, alina omwana we. By the time I come back, she didn't really have time for me. Tanjagala nakunjagala. I didn't give a damn. I didn't care less. Nga sefiira yo kati olwo nenyingira Kampala nga bulldozer, buli kimu mpitamu buyisi. So Kampala yange atandise okukyuka kati nga abawala abato bayingiddewo abanyirira ate va ku biri bitwalimu ebya Miss Uganda, abawala abasabiriza abo bitya byonna. No, this was, it was a new generation. 2004, that is 22 years ago. Temwalaba ku Kampala bwe yali efaanana. So nachakala just to get myself round and ate sentence zirina. But eventually now I am making further decisions. Katodo ngenda kuba nyingidde ki early 30s. Early 30s, emyaka gitandika okudduka awo. Emyaka gidduka. Hey, time was running on me. Kati decision ekolebwa. Tindabika ngenda kuddayo e UK. Ngenda kuddayo e UK. Uganda ngitadde. So, abayi babuuza nti lwaki twamutwala London. Ekyo kyo kyali tekijja kubeerawo era nakimugamba. It was never going to be part of the discussion. Sigamba nti naye simwagala. Yali omanye omuntu bw'aba azze mu bulamu bwo, ebintu ebiditamininga biba bingi nnyo. Ne bye yali alabye bingi nnyo biri. Omukazi n'ajja awaka n'asanga abakazi bana, n'asanga the drama was too much. N'akusanga eno olimu ne muyomba ebitya byonna ate n'emikwano gye bonna nga ati kiki oyagadde mukwano gwange ate ebitya byonna. Drama nga muyitirivu nnyo. Twali bato nnyo, nali muto naye naye yali muto. So she tried to fight her way to my heart. Kyembayigamba nti ye betrayal. It wasn't like mbabuulira kakati mwagala bitegeera nti ate kakati wali okomyewo kakati, and even she had those expectations. The heart, of course, things had rubbed up the wrong way. So it was unsustainable. But I was maintaining kakati ngenda kukola decision yo. Nemugaba olina okuzimba ennyumba. I have to build a house. Got sente zizo. I told her I'm beginning to wind down. I'm going to sell Paramount Investments. See, na buli kimu I set up the internet cafe, everything and everything, na bitunda na buli kimu. Pa 2005 nkomawo February nensiwula Uganda naye nabye mbuusebuusemu tujja biddiramu tujja kubiddamu tujja bigendamu tuyogereko naye nga the question of love and betrayal ku byaliwo ekiseera ekyo senga nali njagadde kuzaala mu bakazi bonna byali njagadde nandibazaddemu abaana n'ekikumi bandiweze naye siina n'omu not even one tekyaliyo era byoma naye Kiguusi all those beautiful girls man bonna bafumbo bonna naye bonna nabaagalizanga kati byebyasi okutwalanga sente zange I wasn't putting my heart. I wasn't committing myself. Chigena kukomawo later on kati nze ku Bulaya kuno. Because now I wanted to settle down somewhere. I could have settled in America. I could have settled in America if I wanted, but I had to study. I could have settled earlier in Uganda because I had the woman, I had the Bettina, the general's daughter. Nandibadde mu government essaawa eno amunkubya ne zisaluti mwemusaaga kati omwana ye yali kati nzijukira twali waliwo 2004 Christmas time nga the kid is growing up now ngati ne mumusaba amumpeemu omwana kati bifuuse bya distant sijui babysitting yajja n'amulekawo azaavuga ali n'abasajja be aleese omwana akoze bitebitebita tuyombye tukoze tya twali ku YMCA waliwo ebya Christmas time nga mpa omwana tugende agende alabe Christmas show. There was a pantomime kati oba yakomawo yajja kumunona after 2-3 days after the weekend ajje oba yali atamidde sijugana kujuka ne tuyomba yasangawo abakazi yatukeera ku makya awaka tyanonye mwana namuga ate omwana omutwala temumuggulira temuggulawo gate don't open the gate for her. Kati drama kyembaga nti bingi nnyo kati olwo ngenda mukolera bizinensi nvaayo Uganda ne mugamba afune edduuka Mabirizi Plaza, that building, the green building, lease free whatever $999 twasasula na $1 pop ne more stock ne mugamba kati you have to stock up and do work. I don't want to have anything to do with financially supporting you. I give you money now, end of. Make a business. Muzimbidde nyumba, mugulidde ettaka, mugulidde nyumba buli kimu. Kati naye obuto bwalimu. Obuto bwalimu. Sister we Jennifer yali classmate wange Makerere High. Ne brother we Martin yali a class below me at Makerere High. Byebirawo kakati bwe mutunuulira diaspora series zino ebintu biri disconnected oba whatever mukiyite mutya biwanvu. So the story is going to continue out. Tukyaliwo nnyo ngenda kubawo nnyo mutegeere. You've seen a few of the pictures. Hi, buddy. You're right. Yeah, I'm coming in. So you've seen a few of the pictures, and the rest is coming. History in the making. Love and betrayal. Tebiriiko excuse nti kegusibwa kyawo omukazi oba yaki nkoze university abawala bonna nabo nafuna hi Kekus, what up? Waliwo omuwala mukwano gwe yajja n'amusanga ewange olwo kati nga ndi Mukono. I'd open up a branch in Mukono. Nsula mu hotel. Aze kudduka bamugaye nti nenda boss ali mu hotel. Open. Who's that? Okugulawo nga kati ali mu wakano gange. Biwanvu nyene si mwana. If I don't tell you what you don't know, you will never know. You will never know. I see. But anyway, in 2012, I returned to Uganda. Put a mark there. So this is what I keep telling you, that the ties and connections you have behind you, they play against you. And that was what? If the first time I boarded the plane, I had never returned back to Uganda, you didn't even have this conversation. It would be another story altogether. But remember, you're young, you're rich. No one is telling you what to do. I was on my own. I wasn't responsible for anybody. Same old.